Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video on makeup terms that some people aren't 100% sure what they mean. So I put together a whole list of words that come in handy when talking about makeup, and sometimes when you watch videos you can be sort of unsure of what they're actually talking about because you're unsure of the words. So I'm just going to go through and hopefully define some of those for you. So this word, it describes when your product is running out and you can see the bottom of the container. So for instance, if I had my favorite eyeshadow and it was so empty that I could see the silver at the bottom, that's hitting pan. If you gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot in the dark. Fallout means when excess eyeshadow ends up under your eye, causing a panda eye look. So you can be putting your eyeshadow on and then all of a sudden when you finish you end up with all this ring of eyeshadow underneath. That is fallout. That's what that term means. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be. Contour means to change and sculpt the shape of your face using makeup. So as you can see today, I've contoured my face, I've defined my cheekbones, I've highlighted under my eyes, on my nose, and also contoured on my nose and also my forehead and my chin. So that is contouring. Tight line is the line below your upper lash line. So it's just under your top lashes. So if you fill that in with black eyeliner, it really helps to complete your look. If you're doing a really heavy or dramatic smoky eye, or just want to sort of really finish your eyes off, I recommend filling that in, and it really helps to fill in any gaps as well. Waterline describes the line that is just above your lower lashes, so just sort of your inner rim of your eye. That is your waterline. Your crease is where your eyelid naturally creases. When you open it, you can see that I have a pretty prominent sort of crease. You can really see mine. Some people you can't really see this too much, but it just depends on what sort of eyes you have. Matte. I hear the word matte all the time. I know what it means, but if you don't know what it means, it can be a bit difficult to sort of understand what people are talking about if they're talking about makeup or something like that. So matte is basically a finish that is a dry, flat, sort of powdery looking texture. It has no shine, it has no satiny sort of look or anything. It's just really, really basic, powdery, dry texture. So that is a texture that is perfect for defining your face. Like if you're doing contouring, matte contour colors are probably the best for you. Dewy is a word that describes another sort of finish. It has a soft glow, a very natural sheen. It's really healthy looking. So dewy look is really, really pretty and sort of angelic looking almost. highly pigmented means a product has a lot of color pigment that shows up vividly when you're using the product. So if you were using a highly pigmented eyeshadow, you wouldn't have to use as much as opposed to a low pigmented eyeshadow. So generally higher pigmented eyeshadows are sort of probably a bit more expensive, but sometimes you can be really lucky and find a really inexpensive highly pigmented product. So it just really, you've just got to look for them. Primer is a cream or a lotion you apply to prolong the wear of makeup and also improve the coverage of your makeup. A primer is essential, I believe, in makeup. It really helps your foundation last longer, and it just helps if you have oily skin to just smooth out your pores a lot. Okay, concealer. Now this one's pretty self-explanatory, but for anyone that might have been wondering, concealer really helps to hide imperfections, pigmentation and blemishes on your skin. So basically it just covers anything that you don't want seen. So for instance, when I have pimples like I do here, I use a concealer over it and bam, it's really not as noticeable as what it would be if I were just to put a foundation over it. Concealers generally are thicker than most of your foundation and are better coverage, but it just depends on what brand and stuff like that as well. Hypoallergenic means it won't cause skin irritations. A lot of people who suffer with like sensitive skin or something sort of generally look for something for sensitive or something that is hypoallergenic. So yeah, basically I think a lot of the Elme stuff, which is a brand, I don't know if a lot of people have heard of it, but it is all hypoallergenic. And then some normally say whether they're hypoallergenic or not, but it can be a bit tricky to find if you're after something that's not going to cause rashes or, you know, breakouts or anything on your skin, but that is what will really help that. Hypoallergenic, look for that word. Non-comedogenic means it won't fill pores, doesn't cause skin irritation and won't cause pimples. So basically I generally try to find a foundation that is non-comedogenic and a pressed powder that is non-comedogenic, because I have big pores anyway, so if I'm using something that's going to clog up my pores, it's no good. So non-comedogenic things are really good for me. And yeah, if you have sort of acne or pimply sort of skin, or you're prone to blemishes, then that is a word that you should be looking for on all your makeup products. Generally on things that you're going to be using on your actual face, like blushes, bronzers, concealers, foundations and pressed powders. So I hope you liked my video. It was just a really quick, short one. I thought I'd do it because I haven't seen many videos like this, and sometimes it can be really tricky for those that aren't makeup sort of savvy but still want to watch tutorials and stuff without being so confused as to what all the words mean. So if you have any other words that you would like me to define, leave them below. I'd really appreciate any feedback, and thank you for watching. Bye.